Well, hello there. I'm sure you're wondering what's going on. Well, I can assure you it's not as it first appears. I know. A butler? A gun? You may have heard gunshots earlier. Yes, this man was murdered. But perhaps someone else murdered him. I should better explain. You see, while the course of events ended here only moments ago, they began hours before. Others had all been called here by Mr. Walters. This is his house. Oh, and by the way, that's Mr. Walters there. This is rather complex, and I think it'd just be best if I take you back and let you see the course of events unfold for yourself. I could never do the story justice in my own words. Imagine it's earlier now, and as I said, others had all been called here by Mr. Walters, and oh dear, Mr. Walters. Mr. Walters.
Steve, you need to get up. I'm supposed to be shot.
I know, but there's an audience here, and we can't very well show the course of events of how you were murdered with you lying in the middle of the floor dead.
But I've been shot.
No, see, it's earlier now. You won't be shot for some time yet.
Are you sure it'll be okay? They won't get upset if a dead man suddenly stands up and walks away?
They'll understand. These fine folks came here to see a story unfold, not watch you lie in the middle of the floor dead. So go ahead. Get up.
I wasn't expecting this. I was prepared to be dead.
I know, but it's for the best.
So, what do I do now?
To start... Wait in the other room.
I sure hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. As I was saying, several others had all been called here tonight by Mr. Walters. This is Betty Dupree, an old flame of Mr. Walters. She still intends to marry him, but not for the right reasons. This is Jennifer Jones, Mr. Walters' current fiancée. This is Lydia Comfrey, Mr. Walters' current fiancée. He loves her, and she loves his money. And this is Preston Lavender, Lydia Comfrey's friend. Enough said. So there you have it. You've met everyone. And with that, I give you the murder of Stephen Walters.
How should I know why we're here? You're his business partner, and you're his fiancée.
Would the two of you quit your bickering?
And I certainly don't know why you're here.
I'm here because I was the future Mrs. Walters long before you ever came into the picture.
Was is the key word there?
Ladies, please. Must you bring him everywhere?
I was invited just like you.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Well, as you can tell, these folks don't exactly get along. They never have. To be honest, they're not the easiest of people to get along with.
Who is he talking to?
I don't know.
Who are you talking to?
Well, the audience, of course.
That's just great. Go ahead and spoil the illusion.
I'm simply trying to...
You're ruining the story!
You've broken our pace.
I am acting as the narrator, just as I'm supposed to.
And I suppose next you'll be telling them how it ends.
Well, they know how it ends, right, guys?
What?
They know how it ends.
Then what is the point? This is supposed to be a mystery. How much mystery can there be if they know how it ends?
Well, it's true they know how it ends, but they don't know who did it.
Isn't that a big part of the mystery, though?
Well, it can be, but in this case, the real mystery is who, not how.
And they don't mind knowing the end up front.
Well, they're still here, aren't they?
That guy in the third row, red sweater, he's shifted in his seat 3 times already. I think they're about to bolt.
They won't bolt. You guys should stick to the script and keep the story moving ahead.
So it's our fault now.
Okay, let's just get back to the story, okay?
I'm not
Thank
so
you.
sure.
Shh.
Okay.
As I was saying, these folks don't have much love for each other. To put it most bluntly, they hate each other. But in that same hate is the one common thread that brings them all here today, yeah? See, as much as they despise each other, they all hate Stephen Walters even more.
Yeah, I'm still not so sure about you talking to the audience like that. I don't understand it.
Simpleton. It's been done for thousands of years. It's called an aside.
A what?
An aside. Theoretically, when I am speaking to the audience, you're not supposed to hear me.
That's silly. We're right here. How can we help but hear you?
Well, you don't understand. Of course you can hear me, but you're supposed to go on as though you can't. See, the aside is an opportunity for me, the narrator, to speak with the audience. Huh? It's like I'm having my own personal conversation with each member of the audience. Shakespeare used asides. It's like the chorus in Greek plays.
But this isn't a musical.
Just because there's a chorus doesn't mean it's a musical.
Then why would they have a chorus?
First and foremost, to help the story move ahead.
Why not just let the characters tell the story through dialogue?
Well, they may have in some cases, but when a story is very complex, it would take hour after hour of dialogue just to set the stage of events about to happen. But if someone, a group of people, or a chorus were to fill in some background and detail as the story goes along, then the audience gets all the facts, and then the most important parts of the story can be played out on stage through dialogue.
I do not get this at all.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
The chorus, or in this case, an aside, or a narrator is there to fill in background information that may not readily be apparent to the audience.
I don't get it. You're gonna have to keep explaining it. This is
Yeah.
Even he doesn't get it, man.
What are you doing here?
I want to see what you guys were talking about.
What about the audience?
They've already paid their money. How do they know this isn't the story they came to see anyway?
Well, we already told them it was a murder mystery, I hope.
Oh, yeah. But I want to know what the chorus is for if it's not for singing.
Folks, please bear with us for a moment. I promise this won't take but a minute, and we will get right back to our story. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Literally children. As I was saying, as the narrator, I will often speak to the audience in asides, much like the Greeks did in their plays thousands of years ago. But they commonly use what is known as chorus.
But they didn't sing.
Well, they may have in some cases. You see, it wasn't the delivery that was important. It was the message.
What was the message?
Well, it would depend on the story. What's important to understand now, and how this relates to the asides that you've witnessed today, is why the chorus was there in the first place.
Couldn't the actors just tell the story?
We've been here before, have we? So I guess I'll just repeat it again so that you can finally get it. Well, they may have in some cases, but like I've said before, it would take hour after hour of dialogue just to set the stage of events about to happen. But if someone, or as I have said before, a group of people, or, shocker, I've said it before, a chorus, were to fill in some background information and detail as the story goes along, and I know this is hard for you to believe, but I've said this before, then the audience gets all the facts, and then the most important parts of the story can be played out on stage through
Dialogue.
dialogue.
get it. Still, I'm so sorry.
Again, I wonder why.
Yeah. What? I don't get it.
Let's just get back to the story, please.
No. This whole thing sounds like a way for you to get some extra lines and try to upstage everyone.
Oh,
This is blasphemy.
That's not true. Everything I have ever said has been carefully crafted by the playwright. Yes, every line, every stage direction, every aside has been carefully written down, and for the story to work, it must be followed precisely.
You do seem to have a lot of lines, and some of your speeches are even leaning towards soliloquies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
no, then why are your lines coming up every other time and the rest of us have to play round robin?
Well,
I'm done with this.
I don't know. I'm just an actor doing my lines as written. If you have an issue with the quantity and occurrence of your lines, please be my guest. Go talk to the writer.
I bet you already did, and that's why you have all the good lines.
This is getting ridiculous. God, you people make my head hurt. We have a story to tell, and I think it would be best if we just got back to it.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say, having the lead role and all.
I don't have the leading role.
Oh, no? Then who does? It's obviously not you.
Hey, you know what?
Okay.
Well, everyone, guys. I would say it's Steve.
Nice one, dude. Okay. Steve is sure. But he's dead.
Not yet, he isn't.
Yeah, not yet, I'm not.
But he will be. And he hardly has any lines.
Yeah, what about that? I have more lines than Steve.
But the quantity and occurrence of lines is no factor in making the lead character.
What does that mean?
Continue, John.
The number of lines is no criteria for making the lead character.
Then what is?
Okay. The lead character is the one that gives all the other characters a reason to be there.
This is way too technical. I'm bored.
Okay, we've gotten way off track, okay? Let's just get back to the story, okay? And remember, every part is important to making the story good, no matter how big or how small.
Was that a shot at me?
No, I'm just trying to get the story back on track. And at the same time, appease your delicate actor egos.
Okay, fine.
Now, may I continue?
Yes.
And you are all okay with me being the narrator and speaking in asides?
Yes.
I guess.
Thank you. Actors. Where was I? Okay. Right. Well, as I was saying, these folks don't have much love for each other, but they've all been called here tonight by Stephen Walters for reasons yet unknown.
But I know why.
Seriously?
Can strangle him.
Do it.
What?
What are you doing here?
I felt like it was my job to interject and draw attention to myself, being the star, after all.
The star? Now I've heard it all. Next he'll be telling us that the only reason these people are here is to see you. That's it.
No, look what you've done. They're plotting for For you? Of all people in this cast, they're plotting for a person like you?
Look at his pants, my guy.
Look at his shirt. It's not even, it's so wrinkled.
Your shoes, my guy.
Okay, you know what? I don't have to take this. I'm off.
Bye, Steve.
Bye.
Now that he is finally off the stage, may I get you anything? May I get you anything? May I get you anything?
Are you talking to them or us?
To you? I am the butler after all. May I get you anything?
Oh, right. No, I'm fine.
Anyone else?
No.
I'd like a root beer.
What?
I said I'd like a root beer.
No, you're supposed to say no.
How's that?
When I say anyone else, you're supposed to say no.
I am?
Yes!
Really?
Yes!
But I'm thirsty. What?
You need to get with it, Jennifer. We have a story to tell after all.
But I really am thirsty. You know, so am I.
Oh, people.
Me too.
People.
Yeah, I'm kind of thirsty too.
People.
Hey, I'm thirsty too.
People, what are you doing? This isn't happening.
Well, you asked us if we were thirsty.
And we said no.
Well, that's what you're supposed to say.
But we're actually thirsty.
But you're not supposed to be. It's not part of the script.
Oh, really? And what has been part of the script so far?
No, what? I don't think this is really the time, since we have an audience here, nor do I think it's the place to talk about that. We must finish telling the story.
Are you going to get us something to drink?
No, I am not going to get you something to drink. But what I am going to do is try to entertain these nice people who paid $10 to come see a one-act to the best of my abilities, no matter what the rest of you try to do.
John's right. We have to get back on track.
And with that, I shall go.
I believe that's your cue, Jennifer. My what? My cue? Uh-huh. Yes. Right. So sorry. Sorry. Before you leave, why did Steve call us all here tonight?
I am the butler, and to that, I do not know.
And as the narrator.
And to that, I cannot say. Toodles.
We've been waiting here 10 minutes and we still haven't seen Steve. I just wonder if this is one of his practical jokes and he isn't even here.
He wouldn't, would he?
He might. He loves to make us suffer and so show how much complete control he has over every one of us.
Well, he certainly doesn't have any control over me.
I don't even know why you're here, dear.
Well, I'm here because Steve wishes me to be here. And truth be told, I believe it's for more than just my presence. I was trying one of those asides that John was doing earlier.
Oh, good heavens! This whole play's become one big farce. We might as well walk around the stage incessantly babbling for 50 minutes. Oh, wait, we have. And send these kind people home.
Oh, you know what? You're just a spoilsport. I just think you're jealous.
Jealous? Of what?
Of my superior acting and ad-libbing ability that I've used to carry you and the rest of this cast throughout the play.
You've got to be kidding.
Oh, I've seen you, all of you, staring at me in awe.
If that's short for awful, darling, you're right.
Why, you!
More superior ad-libbing, I see.
I'm gonna walk off stage. I'm done. I'm done with this. You know what? You know what? I'm done! Now apologize, Preston.
You know what? I won't.
Make him apologize.
Apologize yourself.
Oh, come on.
Freeze! This is the police. I've got you all covered.
The police? You're not a cop.
I just always wanted to say that. This is the most ridiculous play I have ever been in. How's that?
I'm gonna shoot!
Oh,
I'm gonna shoot!
I swear!
Oh my God! No, God, no! No, don't shoot each other! No, come on! Guys, don't shoot each other! Please, it's only a play, guys! Come on! Yeah, it's just a play! You have all so much to live for! Don't shoot each other! Please!
Hi, darling.
This is where you came in. The butler with a gun, the body on the floor, the gunshots, and with a little mystery and a little suspense and a little humor. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the murder of Stephen Walters.
Well done. Well done.
I'm not done! I am sincerely joyed that you have come here and that we've shared our story with you today. And I sincerely hope you've enjoyed being our audience, just as we, the actors, have enjoyed you. Thanks for coming. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.